everybody, and welcome back to a 119 single player Let's Play Words. Anyway, so we have successfully conquered the Woodland Mansion, and I am less tired. So I think the next thing we should do is maybe get some food, since, we all remember my desperate fishing in the river, which is probably not the best way to get food. So maybe this might be a nice little place to set up like a little farm, so I don't have to starve to death while I work on my mansion. So, yeah, I'll be back to you guys in a bit once I've got some resources together to make cute farms. So, I know I said we're going to be working on the farm, and this doesn't look what I'm doing, but it is important that we have accurate infrastructure for our farms, because they need to be properly watered, but like, there has to be a source for it. So anyway, I said I was gonna build a farm, and instead I'm building like a little mountain spring and the pond that feeds into it, and its river path down the mountain, because I just couldn't help myself. It was the temptation. It was too great. It was just too great. But yeah, I'm digging away. If this is a little bit spinny, it was worse earlier. I chopped a lot of it out. I didn't think about the fact I have to talk over all of this. Whoops. Anyway, the water, which I'm gonna have to go through and tweak later, because I didn't realize that flowing water doesn't kill the grass, or if it does, it doesn't kill it very quickly. So I'm gonna have to go through and like manually swap those out for darker blocks, or make them all source blocks. We'll see. Anyway, so now we're building the pipe to transport the water over to the field, and maybe I'll build like a mechanism to justify how the water's coming through it later. Let's not talk about how much dirt I've dug out. It's fine. I'll need it later for other projects, but it's a lot of dirt. Don't ask me how many stone shovels I went through. It's a depressingly large number. It's fine. Now it's time for the most important step: planting the wheat. Yes, I can't eat it, but a lot of the things I eat it, so like it works out. You know how it is. But I didn't really care much about the measurements, so if you're like, that's not the optimal— oh, sheep time. It's time to build the sheep pen, which is going to be very cute once I'm done decorating it, which I didn't do in this clip, and I honestly still haven't done now. It's fine. Just look at the sheep. Appreciate how cute the sheep is. Don't worry about it. Now for the cows, and there's my temporary cow pen, which you can see on the right. And the cobblestone outline is where the barn will be going eventually, once we get there. But ta-da! Behold, cows. Alrighty, so this thing's looking pretty close to done, so I might as well give you guys like a ground level baseline tour. So here's the sheep pen, and I told you it would look cuter. The birch trees do a lot, and the edge signpost will look better once I actually have enough wool to completely cover them with the banners. And don't worry about where those two came from. It's fine. It definitely doesn't, it's fine. And of course the wheat field's coming along nicely, which means I'll be able to get more of it. And I lucked out and managed to— bro, you're very silly. But I managed to get my hands on some bees. Just through planting a tree there, I got lucky, which is good, because that means I'll have access to honeycomb, and I can do stuff with the waxed copper. And if I, some reason, decide I need honey blocks for redstone, I can do that. I didn't pick it up. No, what? Oh, anyway, confused. So here's the cow pen. It still needs a little bit more work. I'd like to add some like coarse dirt patches and maybe some podzol. But I don't have that right now. But it's pretty close to done, and it looks really cute. I might put another birch tree in there just so they have some more sun protection. I might as well show you guys. Here's the proper layout for the barn. So it'll be super cute. We'll do that later this episode. We'll probably go do some other stuff first, and then we'll come back to it, and we'll finish this on a high note. And then, of course, the wheat field. Oh, and I can show you guys the bottom of the river. I totally forgot about that. This is... Yeah. Oh. Jesus. Okay. Wait a second. I hadn't realized I had that many poppies. But... So I haven't fixed that yet. But this... It's mud. So it makes the bottom of the river look, like, nice and dark. Instead of that, which doesn't look as good. So, I'll have to tweak this up later. But, first, I'm in desperate need of more dark oak, and I live in a woodland mansion full of dark oak. So I think I'm gonna go rip out some walls on the bottom floor, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so here's the bottom part. I planted my bamboo here, just like to get it growing. This is blocked off so those little guys don't try to escape. Because as you saw in the time lapse, they're great for bringing things around. But if they get outside, I don't know if I can bring them back easily. So here's the bottom floor, which you just watched me shred in a time lapse. Oh, I should light this. And please don't ask me how many stone torches we went through. Oh, wait a second. Cauldron. I can go put that in the well. But I'm just gonna not risk mob spawning in the ones that are open. Because that one's probably fine. But yeah, so here's the first block of allay cells, which I haven't ripped down yet just because I don't have slime or leads, and the idea of having the allays, I have several of them. I think it's 4. 1, 2. I don't know. Some of them might have gone upstairs. It's fine. But the idea of having all of the allays floating around the base makes me insane. So they're in there for now, and I'll let them out as soon as I have somewhere to put them. So here's one storage area, and here's the second storage area, and those are the ones I'm putting the woods into. Here's... I don't think there's an allay in this one. Yeah, this is the one non-allay cell. Which means I can rip this one down. I'll have to do that. Here's the indoor farmland, and here's more chest. I'll have to make a storage system at some point and just reuse those. But, and here is, from the secret room on the bottom floor. It's a single growth oak tree. So I'm gonna have to, like, maybe I'll make, like, a green room or something over here. I'll just make sure I keep that, because that's valuable. So, now that we've done that, let's go, like, do literally anything else. I don't want... That was a lot of work, and I'm tired. So, I think I'm gonna go sleep, and then we'll do some, like, exploring, and we'll go get some different blocks. And please ignore how many stone pickaxes I have in my inventory. It's fine. It's fine. Whew! Alrighty. Let's go off into the jungle, the mighty jungle. See if there's any hot biomes over here. And also, I don't know if I have any jungle saplings. I might not bother. It's close enough. I don't really need to. Ugh, jungle navigation. Ugh. Sometimes I think about the fact that my first ever Minecraft base was in a jungle. And I ask myself, why? Hello. I don't have any seeds for you, my friend, but maybe I'll bring some for you. Ooh. Later. Let's boat down. Boats are so nice, especially with this. Mind you, I have to go back up the terrain. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't think that jungle tree's supposed to be there. That looks really weird. Oh, and a horse. I can't do anything with the horse, but you know, horse. Oh, look, a savanna. Acacia trees. Nice. Oh, and there's 2 high roses. Man, I should have brought a chest, then I can make a chest boat. If I need to chop down some wood for that, I can. Huh. Oh, it's a savanna on, like, the tree line. That's why that looks weird. So let's just chop this bad boy down. Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll manage to find a village. Mind you, if I'm gonna get villagers, I'm just gonna cure zombie villagers. I'm not gonna transport a villager that far. That's too much work. It's a lot of work, and it doesn't improve it. And also, like, the implications. I need more than 1 though, because they're not always consistent. That's 2. I'd like 4, please. 3. I didn't bring a bed. 4. I definitely saw some sheep. I'm sorry, gang. This is my bad. Oh, look, more chickens. Chickens. Lovely chickens. Look, they're very satisfying. If you can, you know, hit them. Gang, I'm so sorry, but I don't have any shears. Sorry. Bruh, I'm sorry. Good, the river keeps going. So that way if I get too much stuff, I can boat it back. I should really just boat. It doesn't burn through hunger. Okay, that's better. If you're like, man, things look way different now, I turned up the brightness. Because I forgot it was set to default. And if you're like, how could you play the game with default? I'm sure you'd be delighted to know that I used to play the game. Ooh, is that a desert? Ooh, is that a Badlands? Oh, and it's a Bryce Spikes, I think, is the name of that biome. Or a... something like that. Oh, yeah. Terracotta, baby! Oh my gosh, this gives me so many options. And it's not even that far away. I mean, I'm gonna go to this, like, you know, ruined nether portal first. Because, like, it's free real estate. Oh, yeah. Is there a chest? No. Okay. That's a bummer. Anyway. There's just... yes. My personal vice is terracotta. I'm a big fan. Okay, so there's that. Connects. Is there, like... there's a lot of red sand. Which, I mean, isn't bad, but it's kind of weird. Oh! An abandoned mine shaft. Doesn't seem to be much of one. Aww. Wait a second. Yay! I got lucky. Everything good? Yeah, Gapple. I guess I'll take the beetroot seeds. Oh, nice. There's some iron. Some more beetroot seeds. There's pumpkin seeds, which I have already. And I already have glowberries. Okay. I think I'm gonna go back. Maybe, because I think the only wood type I need is, I think the last one I have to get is mangrove. So either I have to find some villagers and do some trading in case a wandering trader with one comes by, or I have to go looking for a mangrove swamp and, like, pray I get lucky, which doesn't sound like a very reliable strategy. Because they're really rare. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. Having that bright green right next to it. Oh, that's weird. This is like a forest. That's a cave. I wonder how much my about caves is the fact that there's mobs in them, or the fact that I've been in enough IRL caves that just the idea of walking into a cave is just like, that's a bad idea. Ooh, golden carrots. A new golden shovel, flint and steel, and an obsidian. I'll remember where this is for later. I think this is that river I went by. Oh, there's a dog! Hello, dog. I'm gonna have to make, like, a path or something up and down to the water side, because that's a lot of work climbing these things. Oh, hello. I have returned successful from my quest to find stuff. A fox! I can't believe there's one over here. Hi, cutie. That's so exciting. Alrighty, so I think we've got our materials together. So hopefully this should be enough to build the barn. And if it's not, we'll come up with something. We'll work it out. So, and on that note, I guess let's get building. Okay, so I think, well, I'm not done, but I've kind of run out of time for this episode, so I might add some more details, polish this up, tweak some things in between this video and the next one, but for right now, I'm going to say this is good enough. So, the exterior of the barn, which is not 100% done, I'll add those shutters in later, and the fields, which are coming along nicely. And the back is at least kind of done, so give me credit for that. So let's go in through the front door, so I can really give you guys the introductory view. So here's the inside of the barn, which is also not entirely done, but it's partially set up. So there's a little loft to put more storage and some of the bales up in, and I'm probably going to rearrange the rafters so I can set up a lift so that larger things can be lifted through the back of the barn into the building if they don't fit through the doors. And here's the indoor cow pen, which I might add some milking stalls to. I haven't decided. Here's some extra indoor stalls. I might put, I don't know what I'm going to put there. I'll come up with something. Oh no, there's no way. X. Anyway, but that, I think, is just about it. So, yeah, see, they occasionally walk in. They get some use, but at least for today, I think the barn and the surrounding lands are just about ready to go. Like, I'll be adding some tweaks, polishing some things up. Maybe I'll put a separate apiary for the bees, better system for these, stuff like that. But all in all, I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's come out pretty nicely, and I didn't have to go get extra blocks 5 bazillion times, just a couple. And I might as well show you guys exactly how much damage I've done to the mansion in between our last couple of clips, because I'm impatient, and also I feel really bad leaving the allays locked in the shells. So they're all out and everywhere. So I've ripped through most of the extra infrastructure over here. Those are the chests I actually have stuff in, is why they're still there. And if we go up to the second floor, I can show you guys I've ripped all the walls out up here too. So they're all gone. I have not ripped out the mountain inside of here yet. That's next on the agenda. And if we head up to the third floor, you can see I've ripped everything out in here too. And partially a window, but that's because of an accident with a creeper. So don't worry about that as much. So yeah, that's where I grew my spruce trees. And I'd started laying boats out for zombie villagers, since I bet it's going to take a hot second to find one. But otherwise, I think that's going to be it for this video. So, thank you guys for watching, and I have a very special request for you guys. If you can think of name suggestions for all of these little fellows, yep, coming over to say hi, these guys, please, 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 please leave them in the comments down below. There's so many of them. I need so many names. So just thank you so much for doing that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!